If you drive with Uber or Uber Eats, there are 3 new features you should know about. One could make Boost Plus easier to use. Another update could catch you up on busy times you might have missed. And there's a new quest system designed to reward drivers like you who are seeking to increase their acceptance rate. We call it AR for rewards programs like Uber Eats Pro. And I've partnered with Uber on this video to bring you these updates. So let's take a look. Boost Plus, probably one of my favorite updates from this summer announcements. Now you don't even have to sign up. Thank you. Super easy. So as long as your pickup is within that active Boost Plus zone, you earn more. And this is based on active time, so the estimated time from when you accept the assignment to when you complete it. And that's it. Super easy, transparent. You don't have to sign up. You can see this, by the way, in the new Discover tab in your driver app. Look for these blue zones so you can see those areas where you can earn more. And then you know how you get your offer card, like the prospective delivery, like the offer? It will actually break it down on that offer card as well, which is nice because I know we like transparency, like how much am I getting paid? Where is it coming from? It will say on there includes like X amount of Boost Plus pay. What I like about Boost Plus, I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, by the way. I've been doing this stuff for like 10 years. Welcome in. I like that I can focus on my deliveries, like when I drive on Uber Eats and stuff. I don't want to have to worry about signing up, so that is definitely a nice quality of life improvement. Now for this, the Boost Plus update, I know they're rolling it out in select cities. Again, I'm in Pittsburgh. You can comment down below if you have this. So the way to check, I would go back to the driver app to see more details there. Now this next update, I want to do something a little bit different. Check this out. So if I'm just like hanging out at home, right? I'm not online, but I could be open to it. Right now, there's a new update that can let me know when I'm offline if it's busy in my preferred zones. I could be like, oh, look, oh, it's busy. How about that? This is called high demand notifications. So what this is going to do for offline couriers, it's going to give you a heads up if it's busier, potentially giving you more offers if you go online. And here's the kicker. I like that it is personalized to your preferred zone. I don't want notifications in a zone where I don't typically drive in, so this will be customized for you. The way I envision that, like if I'm offline and it can check the app for me, because I can't check the Uber driver app all the time. Like I got other stuff going on, you have other stuff going on. But if Uber can check not only like the market, but my preferred zone and give me a notification, and then potentially I can get more offers when I go online, that makes it a lot more flexible to earn. If you're new, let's say, to the markets, or even just like the driver app that could let you know better about your marketplace, like, okay, what areas are busy? When is it busy? And then even if you're new or experienced, that could help plan your day better. Because say I'm getting trends around like 2 p.m., 4 p.m., 7 p.m., whatever it is, and they're sending me these notifications, I'm starting to understand my marketplace a little bit better. And by the way, if you got this far, can you like this video? And I know they'll be reading the comments. So let me know which one of these would you use the most, or that add the most benefit to your driving day. Is it the Boost Plus zones, automatic enrollment, thanks guys? Is it the high demand notifications, or this next one, the new quest system? You might have seen this one. Let me know. Again, check your driver app for updates on this one. The quests with decline limits. And this one, I'm going to give you the most real world example of like my strategy, and then how this might help you if you have a different strategy. So with quests, you can get extra pay for completing a certain amount of offers while maintaining a certain like declined limit. And you can choose. It's like, all right, I want to do this many deliveries while declining like this amount. I think for this one, the flexibility is the best because they have a lot of different options. 7 or 8 different options if I want to do 100 deliveries in the time frame, or 60 or 30. And similarly to the Boost Plus, you can see the quests with decline limits in the new Discover tab. Here's the thing, and I'm actually glad that Uber said this, and they said this. They said that yes, maintaining a higher acceptance rate can be difficult. if you are going for Uber Eats Pro rewards. That is the gold, platinum, and diamond to get those, perks on the respective rewards program. And here's a personal example. Like for me, I don't seek to increase my acceptance rate to go for the rewards program, the gold, platinum, and diamond respectively. But there are plenty of couriers that are thinking, well, how can I make the most of increasing my AR, my acceptance rate? I want to increase the AR and I want to go for these reward programs. So here I feel like is where Uber is listening and they're like, all right, we understand it can be difficult, right? It is. It can be difficult to maintain a higher AR. So you don't have to just accept absolutely everything. Let's give you different windows that would work for you. So then you know already ahead of time. And of course, this is one strategy, right? But this is a strategy where if I'm going to do 80 deliveries, 60 deliveries, whatever it is, maintaining the different decline limits, that you'll get that extra pay for basically accepting. Because that's what it is. If you didn't know, the Quest pay is on top of your regular earnings. So the way that could work, if I do want to go for the rewards program, I'm trying to hit a tier. Now I have some flexibility. I could get possibly some extra earnings. Now again, check your driver app, see if you have this in your marketplace, the quests with decline limits. This could make that increase, the increase to your AR specifically, more worth it and giving you that extra income. For me there on that one, it would provide flexibility if I do want to go for a higher AR. I feel like I wouldn't just have to do it on my own, that I could select a quest with decline limit that fits how many deliveries I want to do, my goals for the AR, if I want to increase the acceptance rate, and I know how much I need to increase the AR by, I can select the window and know, obviously as long as I hit that quest right, that I can get that extra earnings. Overall verdict, would I actually use these? And should you actually consider this? I would use the high demand notifications, 100%. And in fact, now I'm curious if it's here in Pittsburgh. I need to check my app. I would use 100% the Boost Plus zones like I talked about. And sometimes when I've driven here in Pittsburgh, I didn't even realize I was in a Boost Plus zone. And that's not a bad thing because a Boost Plus is extra pay. So now the fact that I don't even have to enroll, I'm getting extra pay. Like as long as I'm picking up, I'm getting that assignment in that blue Boost Plus zone, automatic. And then honestly, for the quest with decline limits, while like I told you, I am not looking to increase my AR for rewards programs, I know couriers talk to me and they ask, is this worth it? Should I increase my AR? If you're going to increase your AR, I want you to make more money if possible while increasing your AR. So if you have this, again, check the Uber driver app. I would lean in, select the one that makes the most sense for you to make that AR process and that increase even easier. Which one of these, like let's say it's in your market today. And again, let me know if you have these, 3 updates. Which one of these would you start using immediately? How would you use it? Like if you're offline and you get those high demand notifications, what would that do to your driving? Like if you're like, oh, I didn't know this time of day in that zone is busy, you could go online, you can make some money. I will say it is nice that these platforms are, reaching out. A, that they're reaching out via mediums like this, that we can talk about what's changing. B, that the changes that they're bringing across are actually related to quality of life, making things easier with the app, a cleaner app, easier to understand. In fact, we've had that. We've had an entirely new Uber driver app, a lot easier to understand. And then things like this, with offline notifications, automatic Boost Plus pay and stuff like that. I like seeing updates that actually translate to making it just better and easier, as a driver and courier.